Bienvenue au podcast de l'Association végétarienne de Montréal, présenté par Jean-Charles Concas.
I'm here with Robert Cheeke. Hi, Robert.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. We are here in Boston during the Végétarien Food Festival, and it's nice to meet you here.
Yeah.
So still training.
Yeah, still training. Let me get another set in. Yeah, we'll talk and train at the same time.
Okay, so great. It's gonna be really interesting. So, how did you become a vegan?
Well, you know, I got into veganism when I was a teenager, 15 years ago.
Okay.
My older sister Tanya was organizing Animal Rights Week in my high school. I grew up on a farm, and I didn't think much of it. I decided, okay, I'll go to this Animal Rights Week. And while I was there, I watched videos of factory farming, animal testing, especially, and listened to speakers, and tried food, read literature, decided that on that day, December 8th, 1995, that I no longer wanted to contribute to animal suffering, cruelty, became vegan immediately, and was at that Animal Rights Week all week long, and then organized it 2 years later when I was a senior in high school, and then went on to get involved in bodybuilding and other stuff like that later on down the road. So it's been a while, but that's what got me into it. Growing up on a farm and being an animal rights guy.
Okay. And what do you usually eat before the training, during the training, and after the training? What's
Good question. I got to get the training going. You know, I eat high energy foods, fruit especially before and during. So I just ate some bananas just right before coming in here.
Okay.
So I do fruit, and I do energy bars, natural sports drinks.
Okay.
But primarily fruit. I mean, that's just a simple form of sugar, carbohydrate, the fastest digesting, best source of energy out there. Bananas, oranges, apples, grapes, mangoes, berries, before workout. And during, something light on the stomach like an energy drink, you know, a green tea, yerba mate, ginseng, that kind of thing. Vega products, that's the company I work for, and those are the products that I use the most. All plant-based, common allergen-free, whole food nutrition.
Okay.
Post-workout, afterwards, I do, protein drinks and food. Just like anything, eating the best sources of nutrition: greens, grains, nuts, seeds, beans, legumes, that kind of stuff. After workout.
So, and you eat mostly raw or more vegan or cooked or?
I do anything vegan.
Okay.
So I follow an all-vegan diet, and I focus on whole foods.
Okay.
Right? So fruits, vegetables, nuts, grains, seeds. That's my focus. But I still eat burritos, sandwiches, wraps, Thai food, Indian food, Ethiopian food, Mexican food, Japanese food, Chinese food, a lot of ethnic foods, which happen to have lots of vegan options.
Yes.
Just vegetables and
Yeah.
just tons of vegetables and spices and herbs and all these different things. It's great stuff.
Okay, great. And for the protein, is it important to increase your level of protein when you're training, or is it just a myth? Or do sports people need more protein than usual vegan people, or?
Yeah, absolutely. I firmly believe that. I write about that in my book, my vegan bodybuilding book. There's a whole chapter about protein. That yes, if someone is just sitting around not doing anything, no need to focus on protein at all. It's even laughable to even think, worry, I'm not getting enough protein. If we're not exercising, not an issue at all. If we're eating enough calories in a variety of food, we get enough protein easily. So no question. And then if we start doing other sports, let's say running, swimming, these kind of things, then it becomes a little more important. Okay, now we need to increase protein a little bit, a little bit more, okay? And then when you start throwing around heavy weights, that's a whole other story. You're creating micro tears in muscle, you're creating damage, you need more protein to repair, you need more amino acids to repair. So someone who's playing football, American football, or bodybuilding, or weight training, boxing, something that's high impact on the body, yeah, there's definitely a need for increase of amino acids and protein to repair and grow.
And endurance training for running, for example, same thing?
Yeah, sure, but more focus on carbohydrates because you're burning fuel. You're burning carbohydrates like crazy. There needs to be more of an emphasis on replenishing carbohydrates and fats. Sure, protein too, because you're burning more overall calories than someone who's sitting at a desk or in front of a television and not doing anything. But really, it's when you start doing the heavy impact, total body, compound exercises, that's physical stress on the muscles, that's when you need to increase protein and really focus on that. And when you do, that's when you start building muscle, building strength, the body adapts and you improve.
And it's better before or after during the recuperation?
Protein better after.
Okay.
It's the worst fuel source there is.
Okay.
Carbohydrates is number one, fats number two. Protein doesn't provide a lot of energy, a lot of fuel. Sometimes it makes us feel full, which helps us maybe psychologically, feel stronger before a workout, but focus on carbohydrates and fats before, protein after.
Okay.
That's the best time for recovery.
And you consider double the protein than the regular person, or what?
Yeah, it's based on the individual body weight, age, gender, activity level, things like that. But in general, I like to do maybe a gram of protein per pound of body weight, or even a little bit higher, which I know may sound a lot. If I weigh 180 pounds, consuming 180 grams or more, but that's how I build most muscle. When I'm at my biggest and strongest, it's directly as a result of an increased protein intake from healthy whole food sources and some healthy supplements.
Okay, good. And what's now focus on training? What's more important for gaining muscle mass gain? Is it short and every repetition, or longer and lighter repetition?
Yeah.
What's
the optimal range, which is probably what I'm doing here, is 8 to 12 repetitions. That's just seems to be scientifically proven to be the best muscle building period. Okay? You can get really strong by doing 3, 4 reps, 5 reps, 6 reps. Your strength will increase dramatically that way. But as far as building muscle, really focusing on 8 to 12 reps. You do something more like 20, 25, 30, that becomes pretty aerobic, almost like running, jumping, cycling. You start getting into this high rep range. It's still great for the body, but for building muscle, keep the reps around 8 at a weight that's pretty challenging.
okay?
And push it hard. Most people in the gym don't really push themselves or work as hard as they could. The harder you work, as long as you're smart and don't hurt yourself, the better the results.
Okay. Good. So that's all. That's all for today. It was a pleasure to make this interview. And what's your website again for people?
Sure.
Podcast?
Yeah, sure. It's veganbodybuilding.com.
Veganbodybuilding.
Yeah, veganbodybuilding.com, and I'm Robert Cheeke on Facebook, Twitter. I'm all over the internet, YouTube. Basically, my whole thing is just to get people inspired to do something. Like if you start to care, you start looking at things differently. You look at animals differently. You look at food differently. You look at your family differently. You look at health. You look at your own personal goals for what you want to achieve and why you want to achieve them, to lead by example and inspire others to do great things, whatever it is that's important to them. And if people can believe in themselves, there's a chance they'll be pretty happy and hardworking and lift someone else up along the way, and hopefully come to some compassionate decisions too, and follow a vegan diet, a plant-based diet and vegan lifestyle, and inspire other people around to do the same. So that's what it's all about. And I just try to work hard and smile a lot and lead by example, and that's my story.
Okay, it was great.
Yeah.
Great interview. It was a
Thank
pleasure to make this interview with you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Appreciate it. All right.